So I just had an amazing conversation with a colleague of mine, well esteemed, uh, Desmond Upton Patton, who was at the University of Pennsylvania in the Annenberg School. He's a professor there, newly minted professor there. And he thinks about issues related to violence in the digital sphere, black trauma in the digital sphere, a few other things. But anyway, we were having a conversation for my podcast, and I'm really stuck on something that he said. And one of the things that he was talking about is this idea that, in academia, often we think about things needing to be rigorous in order to count. And things need to be rigorous in order to be included, and things need to be rigorous in order to be rewarded. And one of the things that he said during our conversation was rigor isn't about making something intentionally hard. And I don't even know if he even knew what he was saying when he was saying it, but it was more than a word. Because for me, I think I've been struggling as a professor um, to relate to this era of student in some ways. And what I mean by that is not necessarily when thinking about the content we're covering or, the ways in which I build out my assignments or, how I construct a syllabus or any of that stuff. And I think, you know, I'm I'm able to very much connect to students when it comes to the subject matter we're speaking on. But I think sometimes I end up going back to my own undergraduate experience at Penn and feeling like the dues, quote unquote, that I might have paid or the academic hazing that I sort of went through as an undergraduate is the way in which learning is supposed to occur, because that's what happened to me. And so I think sometimes I don't have that same level of empathy with my students when I'm trying to give them information. And so this word about rigor, and I think I'm cheating a student, right? I think, oh, if I let them off easy, I'm letting them skate. If you are Greek or you've been in a Greek-led organization, there's a thing called skating. Folks who are pledging and go online, if they're not doing the full brunt of the process, it's called letting them skate and get through. And I think sometimes I feel like I'm letting my students skate when they send me emails about their mental health issues. I think sometimes I feel like I'm letting them skate when I'm giving them opportunities to redo assignments that maybe they missed on the syllabus. I feel like I'm letting them skate when they email me about assignments and they weren't even in class, and I said exactly the thing that they're asking about in the email in class. I feel like I'm skating them when I don't take attendance, knowing that half of the students are attending as they wish or as they please, or sometimes falling asleep. I feel like I'm skating them if I let it pass, let it slide. And you know, I think when I first started the gig, I thought it had more to do with me being a black man, or maybe me being somewhat younger than most of my colleagues. I don't feel like I'm young, but I think I'm younger than most of my colleagues. And feeling like maybe students were taking advantage of me. I think that's the other thing that kind of struck me. But in having this conversation with Desmond, I kind of like reflected on it, and now I'm starting to think that maybe I could take on a different ideology. And that ideology is less about like the mental and academic hazing and more about like what are they actually getting out of my class? Like, is this something that they're actually, just fighting to get a letter grade for? Or is this something that maybe later on down the line they'll reflect upon and say, yo, I really learned some shit. And so